Hello, today we'll be doing another Leetcode daily question, that is 392 is subsequence. The question states here that given two strings s and t, return true if a s is a subsequence of t or false otherwise. So what is a subsequence? Let me just explain you with an example instead of just reading it. So since I'm taking the given example here, that is a, b, c, and a, h, b, G, D, and C. So we just have to find a subsequence. And what do we mean by a subsequence? All the letters from A must be present in this string, that is the T string that is given to us. So what do I mean by all the letters? So A is present here, A is also present here, B is also present here, B is also present here, and C is also present here, and C is also present here. So this is what we mean by a subsequence. And mind you, the ordering is very important in subsequence. Let's say suppose if I would have just got something like AH, then C, then a B, and then G, and then D. Let's say suppose I've got a string something like this. My string T is this, right? So this is my new string, I said. So I need A, B, and C. According to me, as I said, I just need A, B, and C, right? But the ordering is important. That is the main point that I'm trying to tell you. So A is present here, fine. So A is occurring at the first time. So A is here. Now I should get a B in order. That means now I need to find, is there a B? So I see that okay, I got a B here, fine, not a problem. But then after B I should only get this letter, that is C. So after B I'll check, do I have a letter C? No, we do not have a letter C, right? So we cannot take any letter before this. So I'll just explain this once more so that it is clear with this given example, that is AXC and A, B, or let's say H, let's say C, and let's say T. Okay, so what do we have here? We have A. So what is my first task? Go to the letter A and find if I have a letter A. Okay, I have a letter A, fine. So this is processed. Fine. Now I move on to the next guy, that is X. So do I have an X here? I see that I do not have an X, right? So okay, fine. So I cannot do anything about this. So I move on to the next guy, that is C. So I see that is C present here. Okay, C is also present here. So how many characters did I find which was similar? That were two. So X is not present here. So we just have to return if the number of characters that are present in this string, that is our S string, is equals to the number of subsequences present in this T which are similar to S. So this is what the question is stating us, and the approach is very simple. So what we'll do in the approach is, let me just take another example, that is the same one, that is ABC, and let's take A, D, C, let's take a B, again a C, and a A. Something like this I've taken as an example. Okay. So what I'll try to do is I'll take two pointers, and by two pointers I mean I and J pointer. So I is equals to 0 is pointing to my S string. This is my S string here. Okay. And this is my T string, and this S and T will be given in the question, obviously. So I and J is pointing right here. Okay. So now I and J is pointing here. Now what do? I see this guy and this guy is similar, that A is equals to A, right? So what do? I will say this is my count of number of similar characters. So what is it? For now it is 1. So I've got a character which is similar to this guy, fine. So now I go on to this guy, that is B. Okay, so when I go to B, I say, do I have a B? I move on to the next guy, that is D. Is this D equals to B? Obviously not. So I move on, I go on to C. So now is C equals to B? Obviously not. Again I'll go on to this guy, that is B. So B is equals to B, right? So now I see that I have got another character which is equal. Now I can obviously move this I pointer and also a J pointer, that is here. So now I'll say, is C equals to B? Is C equals to C? So yes, it is equals to C. So again I'll increment my counter. Now again I'll go on to the next guy. Again I'll go on to the next guy. So now I has exceeded the bounds, that means no characters are left, so no need to further check for this guy, right? So this is not needed. So yeah, this is pretty much the algorithm, and the intuition behind this is very simple. We just put two pointers and scan through the strings of both these strings and check how many are similar. If both of them are similar, we just increment the counter and move on. And let me just walk you through the code that we have here, which is very simple. So like I said, this is just a counter, and this is taking out the sizes of both the string, that is s and t. After that, what I have done is I've taken two pointers like I said there. So I'll just draw this again for clearance. So as I said there, that you just have to do something like we had ABC, and let's say suppose another string is ADC, something like this, right? So I and J is what? I is pointing to here, J is pointing to here. So this is how we are going through. And I will go till how much? I will go till it does not exceed the bound. By exceed the bound, I mean it, I does not cross this guys, that is C, and J does not cross this one. So I'll go and see if both the characters are similar. That means A and A is similar. Yes, it is similar. So increment my counter by 1. So this is what the C is doing. And if it is not similar, so after I've done this, I move on to the next guy, right? So I move on to the B. Now I will check, is D equals to B? Obviously not. So what I'll be doing is I'll increment only J by 1. So I will not move my B. I will only move my J. So J was here previously. D was not equals to B. So I remove this and I just moved my J pointer. So now I see, is B equals to C? Obviously not. So what I'll do, again I'll move my J pointer only. And as I see, I have exceeded the bounds of the string T. So I have finished all the scan of this string tree, and I have no more characters left. So what do I have my answer as? 1. So is 1 equals to the size of the string S? No, the size of the string is 3, and I have got only one letter which is common. So we just have to return a false. So we just have to return a false, and this is it. If C is equals to A, we just return a false. And this is pretty much it for this problem. I'll just run this. I'll show you that it works perfectly fine. And if you did understand this intuition and algorithm, please do like and subscribe. And I'll just show you, I've already submitted this just now. So this works perfectly fine if you submit it. And yeah, thank you.